Hello everybody, I am back. I'm here to start my botanical pressboard classification green folder. And what I would like to start with is this inside cover. And I would like to make a flippy outy envelope. So in order to do a flippy outy envelope, I need to use this reinforced hanging file folder that I've just cut the metal prongy things off of. And I'm going to use this as the flippy outy bit. And I think I may also use these pieces as part of the envelope. But the first thing I need to do is cut it down to size. So, towards that end, I'm going to leave this, no I'm not, I'm going to cover this. So I just need to cut off like a ½ inch. That's all I really need to cut off of this. So how are you all today? I hope you're well. It's really a gorgeous day today here in Massachusetts. It's like 80-ish and overcast, which you might think, oh, that doesn't sound great, but it means it's not scorching hot, which I really appreciate. And my husband Alan and I went for a lovely swim. I'm going to round these corners because they are rounded on the file folder. We went for a lovely swim at the beach. We try to swim just about every day. Past couple weeks, see, that's just about perfect. Hasn't worked out perfectly because I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna cut this off here, and that way I can glue this on to the back, and I can glue it onto the back of the envelope that I make. And I'm gonna probably use some of this for the envelope. And I'll leave about 2 inches to make a good sturdy base for this. So this will get glued on there. I'm not going to glue it on just yet because sometimes I like to sew this onto the envelope. So actually it would go underneath that prong. I think it would look better with the rounded corners. I think it would look better with the rounded corners. And then you could actually, I suppose I could sew this on across here, and then it would be a tuck. But I don't think I want that to show through on the front. So I think what I'll probably do is just glue this down. In that case, I wonder, should I turn it this way so that when it opens, you see the green? I think that might look better. Yeah, I think that I like that better, and I think I will. I think I will round those corners. Just give me a moment here, right? I don't want to sniffle in your ear, but my nose is running. I think it's just from the swim. Every time I swim, it makes me sneeze, whether it's the ocean or the pool. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, that didn't work. We do try to swim every day in the summer down at the beach. We have a lovely little harbor where we have access to a beach that rarely has any waves. It's very protected. We had a pod of dolphins in our bay this week. Didn't get to see them. And unfortunately, my husband told me this morning that a couple of them beached themselves a little ways down the shore, which is very sad. But yeah, so we try and swim often. Okay, so I picked out this to be my, I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to put this aside, and I need to figure out how I want to do this. So generally you need a back, a front, and the back and the front I often fold, and then a flap. So how do I want to do this? Let me think about measurements for a second. Let me grab a ruler and let me bring this back in. So the flap should be about, I don't know, probably about 3-inch flap. And this part here, let's see, this is 7, so 14, but my paper's only 12. So let's do 12, but how tall does it need to be? Oh, but it's not gonna go all the way up to there because it's gotta come down below this. Oh, no, it doesn't, because I'm gonna glue it onto this. 11. All right, it's not even 11 exactly, it's 11 1/4. All right, so let's cut this down to the right size. 11 1/4 tall. And take the branding strip off because the branding strip confuses me. Does it have anything on it? Well, that'd be good for stamping words. I'll save that for stamping words. Okay, so 11 1/4 tall. 11 1/4 tall. Saving that for stamping words. I like the green on that. Okay, so then we need, I'm just gonna leave this here. I have a little, oh, where is it? Here it is. Little pokey, like, ball tool. So this way now should be 12 still, yeah. So if I fold it at 6, if I do the front, actually if I do the front at 7, and then the back will be at 7, the front will be at 5. I think that will work. 7, and that way the back is a little taller than the front. Okay, let's see what we think of this in place. So I'm gonna do it so that I can see the green when I open it. So this is going to, let's get sewn onto there. And then I need a little bit of a cover. Let's see, which piece am I using? I'm using this piece, and it already has a score, so I can kind of do that. It's already, look at that, it already fits. So then when you open it, it's a shame it's not a very attractive color on the inside there. I'm just thinking, should I grab another piece of the decorative paper? Let's have a look. Let's audition some papers here in my 12 by 12s. Oh, I just have a pile of stuff off here to the side. Don't go away. I'm coming back. Okay. So we have all these decorative papers. Why not use them? There's butterflies that are kind of designed to go with. This is the front cover. What's on the back? I know those are fussy cuts. No. 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 Nope. Maybe that. Nope. Oh, hold on. That's an offcut already. That's a possibility. Let's see. No. And this. So let's look at this offcut. I mean, I kind of like this version of the lighter version of the plaid. It's kind of interesting. But I really like the mushrooms here. That is actually the back of the branding strip. Am I going to be bothered when I open it and there's a branding strip? I suppose I could collage something there. That's a shame. I really like that mushroom. Or do I do it like this? That's on the back there. No. All right. So I'm gonna say, let's go back to this. It's kind of boring though. Well, I can embellish it. I can schnazz it up a bit. I like the blue side. I like the blue side. Yes, I like this side. Okay, so what did we say this was high? This was 7 1/4 high, right? Oh no, this was 11. Okay, I don't know where I got 7 1/4 from. This is 11 1/4. 11 1/4. 11 1/4 tall. I'm probably, where'd my ruler go? What do I need for this? I want it to be a 3-inch, about a 3-inch overhang, so I'll make it 4 inches wide. I want this to be, so this should be 4 inches tall this way, because I want this bit to be the bottom, so 4 inches that way. And then 11 1/4 this way. That's cute. Maybe that should be my, yeah, we'll punch some holes out of that, and that would be my little twisty tie thing. Okay. I don't know why my nose all of a sudden is turning on the waterworks now that I have, you know, tried to make a video. Let me just do a 1 inch. Oh, shoot, that's so cute. How did I not look at the back of that? I like that better. And when you open it, it'll be the plaid. Okay, so I want this, the 1 inch score will go here. Like so. Oh, so cute. It's even got little ladybugs. Okay, so that's gonna go like this. We need to round the corners here. Like that. And then I'm going to glue this down like that. Oh, that's cute. I like that. And then I can have another little circle down here. I'm going to need to make a circle tab for this. And I'm going to need a cute piece of paper for my circle tab. Should I just do in same? No, I don't want to be too samey. That's boring. I'll do it in green. I'll do it in this green. Okay, so for my faux whale tail tabs, do I have another piece of scrap someplace? Here we go. For my faux whale tail tabs, here's what I do. I take, this is a 2-inch punch. I take a 2-inch circle and I fold it in half. Like so. And then on this is a Fisker's 1-inch punch that has a little dot in the center. So I try and put the line of the bottom line of that in the down the center line, and then have the tip touch the dot. Come on, you. It's getting tired. Oh, come on. Come on. There's no way to really press it, is there? Like that. And then the same thing on the other side. And that is what I use as my faux whale tail tab. So that will go on the center like so. And I will put a eyelet in that. And then I need a circle bit to go around on here. And I want these mushrooms and that cute little ladybug right like that. And I'll take a piece out of this just to give it a little bit more backing. So where's my glue? I just refilled my art glitter glue. Okay, so this goes around like that to make that nice and strong. And then I need a hole punched in the very center of that for a small little paper fastening brad. Actually, I think I'm going to go with a super small punch. So I have a super tiny punch. And I always try and get the center. I'm not great at finding the center. It always seems a little off one way or to other. And then I will get, oops, those are eyelets. I will need those in a mo. Here are some. I'm going to use the shiny brass ones for this because I want this to be not grungy, just pretty. And I have tons of sizes, but that's kind of a, is there a shinier one? Yeah, super shiny. I'm going to use the super shiny brass things on this one. And then this can go through here like that. And I will put it, oh look, a super shiny one of these just jumped up and volunteered also. So that's a small one, right? That's a small one. That's a small one. Put a hole. Oops. There we go. Hole there. And a thingamajig there. And I will squish it down, but I have to turn it to the right setting. Okay, I'm getting all these pieces together. I also need some gussets because I want this to be a gusseted folder. If you're ever using this and all of a sudden you're like, it won't let go, it won't let go, it's because of this annoying little lock thing. It's a little lock thing. I don't know why they have the lock thing. If you know why it has a lock, let me know. I don't understand why it needs a lock. Okay, so then I want this little paper fastener to get kind of centered. I think, I need these things to be lined up. So I'm going to wait a minute on putting those together, and I'm going to glue this on. And I'm going to not going to go right up to this edge. I'm going to go a little bit below because I need it to have some movement. So I'm just going to glue that on with like about 1/4 of an inch below the crease. Like that. This is really sturdy paper. This is nice, super sturdy paper. I'm not even sure I could sew this. And then, so then this will get glued onto here. Maybe, I wonder, do I want to not use glue? Do I want to use double-sided sticky tape? Do you think double-sided sticky tape would be stronger, or would glue be stronger? oops, I want to do it. No, that's correct. That's correct. I think I'm going to go with glue. I'm going to go with glue. So I'm just going to glue this on. I may see if I don't know, this is a lot of thickness. I have a really simple Kenmore, like 20-year-old, non-fancy sewing machine. It's great. It does a great job. It's not digital. It doesn't give me problems. Knock on wood. However, it is not a super heavy duty machine. I have the Singer heavy duty machine envy for those people who do have a Singer heavy duty machine, or one of those Genome. The Genome ones I think are super heavy duty. And then Barbara from 49 Dragonflies, she showed hers and it was a Toyota, and I'd never even heard of Toyota making sewing machines. I thought that was so cool. Okay, so that's gonna go like that, and that's gonna go like that. And maybe I'll throw a line down there. So I'm not gonna glue this on, but what I can do is I can put oh look, I have a nice, let's see, where is the center? I have a centering ruler. It should be 5.5, right? 5.5-ish. Yep. So that's the center there. Doesn't that look odd as being the center? I feel like it should be there, but my ruler isn't lying. That's centered. All right, I'm gonna stand up and look. No, I guess that's fine. Okay, so this blue line here, my eye wants to put it there though, in the middle of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make up my own rules, which is also what I do. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's glue this on. So I'm just gonna put some glue in there on both sides. And then slide that like that. I generally like these little points to line up with the line of the paper that I'm gluing it to. There, and there's my faux whale tail tab. So much easier than spending 80, 90, 100 bucks on those whale tail tabs. That's just crazy. And I know they are now making that Dutch one. However, the shipping, I haven't found reasonable shipping anywhere for that, but they don't sell it yet on eBay, even though eBay does carry that brand. They don't have that particular item, so I still don't have a whale tail tab punch of any kind. So until I do, this is going to have to work. And then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to have to use my long arm to get in to make a hole here. I said it was this one, right? Yes. And I'm gonna go, oh goodness, it doesn't even, there we go. I'm gonna try and center it in the middle of that square right there. Like that. And then I will take my thingamajiggy here and stick that in there. Open. Hello everybody, good morning. It's the next day and I realized after I had finished that video that my phone ran out of power and cut off about 3/4 of the way through. And I thought I had to abandon it altogether, but I realized that most of this envelope construction was shown. So the only thing that you guys didn't get to see was I put some tape on the back of this little policy closure after I stuck it through. And then I made the gussets, and the gussets are super easily. You cut them to whatever length you want, and then for the width, you want the width to be 2 inches wide. And then with your scoreboard or a ruler and a marker or something, you score at every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, and then 2. And then you just do like a little zigzag accordion fold. I do it a little more carefully usually than that. And then see how it's an M? It could be a W, but you want it to be an M because you want these 2 edges to be on the outside so that when it expands, you don't lose any interior space. And then you just glue that with these little M's to the outside of the envelope, and you have a gusseted envelope. And then I added this pretty little velvet ribbon through that hole we made, and this velvet ribbon just wraps around there, and I put a cute little charm on the end. I sewed the hinge to the back of the envelope, and then I glued it down to the page. And then I also added this belly band, which is just a strip of paper glued down at this end, and I used these clasps at the top for this. And then I glued down a piece of ribbon so that it's kind of an extra belly band, but it's glued down underneath that butterfly. So you have 1, 2 of those spaces, and then 1 really big space back here, which I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with. So that is the wrap up. Oh, and I did wind up inking the edges with the Rustic Wilderness Distress ink. Didn't use the oxide because I didn't necessarily want it to look distressed. I just wanted it to have definition. So that's my gusseted pocket. And so I'm going to end this here and upload this to YouTube. And then I will come back shortly with the next stage of what I did after I was discouraged thinking that I had lost all this video. So thanks for stopping by. Please consider clicking like, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Have a great day. Bye-bye.